First World War is sometimes referred to as the Gentleman's War. There's acts of chivalry and kindness, and also camaraderie between Entente soldiers and also Central Power soldiers, such as the football match on the Western Front in 1914. The Eastern Front as well, at the Great Siege of Przemysl. This was an Austrian-Hungarian fortress in modern-day Poland, and it's often seen as the Austrian-Hungarian version of Verdun. And on Christmas Eve, Russian soldiers left parcels in no man's land and the surrounding areas of Przemysl with sugar and bread, and also said that they would not attack them on Christmas Day as it was a holy day. One of the most famous stories about Robert Campbell, who was in a POW camp in Germany, and his mother had fallen ill, and he wrote a letter to the Kaiser to go and see if he could see her again. And this was approved, this was facilitated through the US Embassy. And he went back to England for a week, and then went back to the POW camp in Germany. Another chivalrous act, but also a big mistake, was the Austrian-Hungarians letting Putnik, a Serbian general, go back to Serbia, and he was in Austria-Hungary when war broke out between the two nations, and he was even apprehended and then later let go to go back to Serbia, which is quite interesting. Another story is soldiers from opposite trenches throwing cigarettes to each other, and this is really interesting. However, critics of the Gentleman's War don't really like it because I don't think it highlights what war in the First World War was like, or I actually think it's important to highlight these acts of humanity and chivalry in such a dark time in history.